So, this video is about the part 3.
The big one.
3
Yeah.
ADI test. And this morning I'm actually going to be asking Chris to explain to you how he feels about the ADI part 3 and how strongly he feels about it and why he thinks that we're different. Okay, so good morning, Chris.
Hiya.
Tell me what makes you think that you and I are different to the other training providers that might be out there.
Well, we're totally nuts to start with.
Okay, yeah.
Great sense of humour.
I was hoping that we wouldn't actually have to identify that. But
all right, they've probably seen that from the previous videos.
okay.
Yeah. Why are we different? I got involved with this. We talked about this in the past. We've been training for some time now. We've been involved with different organisations and different people with training. And the one thing that I always feel is that it seems to me that everybody wants to have a manual. They want a manual, what part 3 is, and your training package is you're going to start with lesson 1 and you're going to do this, then you're going to do this, then you're going to do this, you're going to do this. Well, my experience is it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all, because everybody's got a different need. There'll be people watching this video at the moment. There'll be some that have already started their part 3 training with another trainer and is looking for a change. There'll be some people that are having a go themselves. They're using videos and stuff like that. There'll be some people that have done nothing towards their training yet. They haven't even started part 1 and they're looking what's required.
Okay.
So, you know, and each of those people looking are going to have a different need. So where we're different is we offer this free get together the first day. You can come and meet us and find out whether you like us. Because
That's a new one on me.
yeah,
I'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah. So they can come and find out whether they like us. We can also look at them and think whether, you know, they're really suitable, and that might shock a few people, but trust me, there are some people that just they're not going to be driving instructors. They just don't have, without being rude or anything, they don't have the patience. They may not have, because it can be a nerve-wracking job.
Do you think some of them don't have the right motives as well?
Yeah, some of them have the wrong motives. They think it's a money-earning thing, it's an easy buck and all that. It's not. It's hard work being a driving instructor. You know,
it certainly is.
And it's not just people say, well, it's 9 to 5. No, it's not. If it's 9 to 5, then you're only actually probably be teaching to about 3:30 in the afternoon, because you have to plan. There's paperwork you need to do. You can't just turn up and deliver a lesson. Not if you want to be successful. And that's something else that's a little bit different with our training, is because we both run successful driving schools. We've been it for a while now, and so we know what's required, and that's going to come across in the training. So it's not just about getting them through a part 3 test, it's about giving them the other skills and the other advice that's going to help them develop a business and be successful.
And that's where that on the front page it does say we offer 12 months free business support and advice.
Yeah,
and,
if you train with us.
So
yeah, we'll help you develop and get you ready for your check test and that sort of thing, but also give you advice on difficult pupils. You often hear that, you'll read on forums, and if you speak to other people that have been down this process, they say part 3 is nothing like real learners.
why is that then, Chris?
Oh,
What makes
I've
people
often
say
wondered
that?
that. I often look at that and I think, well, hang on a minute, there isn't really any different.
Can I just interrupt?
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt.
You have in all the other videos we made, so that's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine. I can understand why people do say that, and the black and white differences are that your part 3 is 2 lots of half hour, and you're supposed to be teaching a different subject on each half hour.
Yeah.
That's where it is different to teaching a real learner.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I go with that one.
Right.
So that for me is why it is different.
Obviously
Chris is
there
gonna
are
give you his opinion.
there are differences. There's no doubt about that, and we'd be silly to sit here and say there isn't. The difference is the examiner is playing a pupil, yes, but he knows what he wants out of you. He wants you to demonstrate that you can identify faults, analyse them correctly, and fix them. He's going to stick to subject.
Because he hasn't got time.
He hasn't got time to take off subject. So he specifically stays to subject, and he wants to see you develop. And what the part 3 about, that half hour is about taking a pupil, let's say it's the phase 1, they've never done that subject before, and you're trying to get them from the stage where they haven't done it before to where they need less help, and if you're really good at your job, within that half hour you get him to the standard where he can do it by himself. Now realistically with a pupil that ain't going to happen. That isn't going to really happen. You're not going to get it done in half an hour. But there again, this comes back to everybody having different needs. You may have a pupil that you can develop really quickly. You might have somebody who've got through test in 26 hours from never driven a car before, but the truth is mum and dad take them out every day. You know, they have X amount of hours with mum and dad. Before you
go off course any further, I'm going to drag Chris back into the part 3, because that's why you're looking at this video, because you want to do your part 3 training, and we hope that we can help you through your part 3. So back to the part 3, Chris.
But it's linked, isn't it? It's linked, because I'm not going to turn around and say that let's say Joe Bloggs rings me up. I'm not going to say, yeah, you're going to need 40 hours of part 3 training, mate. And put the phone down, and then Helen's going to ring me up and say, I want some part 3 training. I'll say, yeah, you want 40 hours of part 3 training. I'll send you a manual. This is what you can do first lesson, this is what you can do in second. Doesn't work that way. Everybody learns at a different pace. Where we're different is that they get that initial assessment, gives us a good idea of what they're like, it gives them an idea of what we're like, and we also find out what they've already done. You know, they may have taught themselves part 1 and part 2.
Why is that important?
Well, if they've done the part 1 and part 2 by themselves, which is perfectly, it can happen. You can do the theory by yourself, and you can do the part 2.
Somebody who's done that.
Yeah. We've met them, and you know, there are success radii out there that have done it. You know, but because they haven't done things like, they may not have done commentary driving, for instance, that's a big bonus to somebody that wants to do part 3. If they've done it themselves, the chances are they don't know what the core competencies are yet. They no idea what that means. Yeah,
who did it by himself, so that does help.
Yeah, so they have no idea what that means, so they're going to need more than somebody that, for instance, we've got people that come to us from day 1. You know, they've come to us, want to be a driving instructor, help me with the theory, help me with the part 2, and help me with the part 3. The difference there is that you are introducing skills they're going to need for that final exam right from day 1. I mean, somebody comes to me, wants to be a driving instructor, we go for a drive. We have a 20-minute drive, and I look at their driving. I'm not looking for anything exciting, but I just look and say, right, you can start on this today. So today, I want you to start reading this book here, and I'll show them the essential skills, because that's going to help you, your theory, but start putting some of the things you read into your everyday driving. And when you don't do it quite right to what the book says, I want you to work out what you're doing differently, which is the full, analysation. So they're analysing what they're doing wrong, and then work out how you're going to put it right. So even from that first session, that first 20 minutes, we're talking core competencies. So when they get down the line to the part 3, it's not foreign to them, they understand it. And that's where it can be different if they train with you right from day 1. You get somebody come from another trainer, not getting on with their trainer, they're halfway through part 3. We can't turn around and say, this is our course.
You must do it right from the beginning.
Because we don't want to go back and teach them to suck eggs. You know, they've already learnt certain parts of that course. Why would we want to go back over it? So again, it's that initial meeting, that initial assessment, find out what they know and what they don't know, and then give them what they need, and that is so important.
So provide the fix.
Yeah, the important person in the car is the person sat this side, the PDI, not the trainer. The trainer, you know, his job is to help this guy get through. And that's what we do. We're passionate about that, hence the reason why we're doing what we do.
Hence why we're sat in this dead-end road in the middle of the countryside filming this video for you. That's right. Yeah. And we basically hope that by watching this video, we're going to end it very shortly, but by watching it, you're going to get a good idea of whether you like us and you think you could train from us.
Yeah, she's horrible. You want to be in the car for 5 minutes, don't you?
Thanks very much.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's it. West Sussex uncovered then.
Yeah, I'm from Derby.
So, thank you very much for watching, and just one final reminder, just keep an eye out, because part of your part 3 training will involve being able to look at our different videos, and they'll be coming in June.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.